Good morning. This is George Zilbergeld. I'm reading an article, Veterans Who Bury Their Own, on Citizens Going Wild podcast. I'm a veteran myself, and I was moved by this article. In July 2005, Specialist Christopher Velez, Army unit, received an urgent call for backup for a village in Afghanistan. A group of American soldiers had gotten into a firefight with Taliban soldiers. During the rescue attempt, a grenade exploded a few feet from Mr. Velez, badly wounding him. Modern grenades are quite powerful. He was discharged, came back to the United States, and obtained a good job, a well-paying job. But after about 7 years, he had an incident happen, or an ongoing incident, where during the COVID-19 pandemic, he became disillusioned with his bosses, who allowed some employees to work from the safety of their home while requiring others to go into the office. Mr. Velez said he didn't feel in danger, but he recalled how military superiors would never send you to do something they wouldn't do themselves. In late January, Mr. Velez, age 36 now, quit his job and turned to a new line of work, groundskeeper at Calverton National Cemetery, Calverton National Cemetery, that is, on Long Island. A city boy, Tom, was from Brooklyn, and Velez was no expertise in mowing yards, laying sod, or operating heavy machinery, but he felt the calling. I willingly decided to get back into the veteran community because I know those guys. They lead from the front. Today, 75% of the workers of the National Cemetery Administration have military experience. Veterans have long viewed burial as a sacred rite and a last act of fellowship. Some volunteer to show up at the funerals of complete strangers, including veterans who were homeless or had no next of kin. While a national cemetery sea of headstones provides a silent toll, the veterans attending to them serve as living monuments to the long road back from service. Many struggle with serious ailments. Many suffer from war trauma. Many welcome the cemetery's holistic mission to secure peace for families of the deceased. In the Gettysburg Address, Abraham Lincoln put forth a vision for honoring the country's war dead. He said, "The world will little know nor long remember what we say here, but it can never forget what they did here." In 1867, Congress passed the National Cemetery Act, which provided land and money to purchase marble headstones and lodges for groundskeepers, many of them disabled veterans. More than 150 years later, the National Cemetery Administration employees carry on the simple but arduous work of laying veterans to rest. On Memorial Day 2020, Calverton's normally bustling ground hosted only a small, simple ceremony. "It is said we died 2 deaths," Randy Reeves, a veteran who was then the Undersecretary for Memorial Affairs at the Department of Veterans Affairs, said in remarks there. "We die the first time when breath leaves us. We only truly die sometimes in the future, when no one speaks our name or tells our story." At Calverton this day, one of the men who was there was Lawrence Hawkins, a Marine Corps veteran who has been tending to the grounds for 16 years. He and his crew imbue the cemetery with a sense of warmth and cold. While beneath the surface lurks death, the grounds and those who maintain them are brimming with life. The crew members achieved this delicate balance by following a set of procedures that dictate everything from the space between the tombstones to the procedure for cutting down trees. Workers add special little touches of their own. They use a special grass blend that ensures color and softness. Marble headstones are scrubbed to achieve their brightest white. They also regularly clear away browning grass and rotting bouquets, allowing visitors to give their undivided attention to the graves. Complementing Calverton's austere discipline is with Matthew Frederick, a 76-year-old Army veteran, a longtime groundskeeper, described as a personal touch. Things like working late and resetting headstones. Calverton employees view their military service with pride. They give testament to its complexities in their cemetery work, but also through quiet signs of camaraderie. Everyone here is cut from the same cloth. We'll catch each other drifting off, having that 1,000-yard stare, or whatever you want to call it. We can usually break it up with a silly joke or bring us back to reality. The headstone will always be taken care of by a veteran or by somebody, said Nicholas Clark, a Marine Corps combat veteran who works in Calverton's headstone department. No one is going to leave it behind, not like some of these old private cemeteries where the stones are falling over or cracked. This burial network for veterans serves as a vital infrastructure for keeping the past alive, for supporting community, and for mourning. Civilians may view these grounds from afar as static and stuck in the past. In truth, they are dynamic, didactic places that gracefully reckon with war. As Mr. Hawkins put it, you're building down instead of building up. Thank you. And I thank all the veterans for their service.